Don't do that. Will you please do that, mods?
That's another thing, Marina. Thank you. The fact that she picks and chooses when she wants to say that she makes money to avoid having to pay child support. These women do not they do not financially take care of their kids at all. That's disgusting. If you're ducking and dodging child support, you're a POS because that goes to your kid. And what are
Oh
you
my
spending your money on? BS? You're spending your money on $10,000 dogs. I pray he gets a financial, what's it called? A forensic accountant. I pray that they dig through all her money and I pray that they take her for filth.
Mm-hmm.
Bree especially. Vale don't make no money. Vale's not the money maker. Bree
She does
especially.
make money though. She does make money though, but Bree is the, primary one who makes money. But Bale makes money. I mean, you have to remember that. I mean, they're making some coin on that.
Vale doesn't even stream on Kick no more though.
No, on FO though.
Oh, people
And
are buying her?
also, I think the way that their kick deal went, it wasn't like an individual thing. I don't think. I'm trying to get I have somebody who's trying to get legally see what they got, but if I'm not mistaken, it was kind of split between them based on like how they perform or how much they bring to the table.
Lissa, so that day when she crashed out because she wasn't able to see her kids, she was over a half hour late too. She was over 30 minutes late to the visit.
Mm. I don't know. Well, I said she made $11,000 the other day streaming.
So
Is that
she
what
was
she made after her cut was taken?
$11,000 on stream. I
Like
don't.
I
That
think
doesn't
not
even make
on the stream.
sense.
I think they're saying that
Oh, she's
she
made
made that
eleven
and
thousand dollars.
she said it to
Oh,
her
okay.
on
I was
stream.
about to say.
Oh, also, just for clarification, because I've already gotten like 3 messages about this. If y'all ever are in Bree or any of their lives and y'all hear Shelby says so on the TTS thing, that's not me. I would first of all, if I was going to do that, I would never use my like social media handle. But also, I would never send them money just to have my comment read out loud. I was live streaming the other night and somebody was in there commenting under Shelby says so. So because they knew I was streaming, so it wasn't me doing that.
Also, talking about TTS, apparently they're money laundering, and the people that donate on TTS, they're getting their bank account information and taking money. If you notice, Bree and them, they go to the bank
Parts I don't know.
often. They go to the bank often, and Bree like asked Etai, so what am I saying today when they go to the bank? Another thing I've noticed
Not what am
is
I
that the
saying
other
today? I'm
day,
streaming.
yeah, and they go to the bank all the time. Another thing I noticed is that the other day it was like 11:30 at night their time. And Bree was like that Jordan and Itai are out kickboxing. Yeah, they're out kickboxing. Like she just kept on saying they're out kickboxing. They use a lot of words for code words. And to me, the fact that kickboxing is the code word that makes it seem like whatever they was doing was violent. Whatever they was doing was violent. So, yeah, I just got to read between the lines. I pray that there hasn't been no arrest because the FBI is gonna come and do them like how they did Diddy, and and hopefully they end up right where Peter Nygaard is. Bree can go see her.
This is what I think. I think that the reason that they haven't been, like nothing has happened to them legally yet is because they're being investigated for something bigger, right? It's like, for instance, like this is very common when it comes to stuff like this, especially when there's like sex crimes or money crimes like that. They law enforcement, like the FBI or whoever's investigating it, will hold off to build a bigger and more solid case, and also to try to get people higher up. Right? They don't want. It's just like if you do like a rug, bust or something. They don't want little Timmy on the block who's selling dime bags. They want who little Timmy's supplier is. So they're gonna want, they need to watch more. And I think that's what's going on. I don't know that that's what's going on, but I think that that's what's happening. So for all the people who will keep questioning, like why don't the cops do this? Why don't the cops do that? one, you have to remember jurisdiction, right? So the whole custody situation, LAPD actually by law couldn't, like, there was no like going and picking her up for parental kidnapping unless the judge like signed off on it, right? Like, because it's not. So that's why I'm saying that I believe when they go to court on the second and stand in front of that judge, I'm hoping that is when you will see if legal action is taken against her.
If it doesn't, it's not a civil matter. I'm so tired of people saying it's a civil matter. You think that because like I said, I have sole legal and physical custody. If the biological parent comes and takes my child without permission and takes him somewhere and flies across state lines, you think it's not going to be an Amber Alert? Because, and mind you, I'm a woman. I promise you it will be an Amber Alert. But because 2K's a guy, they didn't care. It's just a civil matter. The baby should be with the mom anyways.
Email.
It is criminal. She flew with that baby out of state, violating court order, and then kept the baby after the 12 p.m. time limit where she was supposed to take the baby back, while saying that she was going to commit herself to a mental hospital. Do y'all forget that too? That while that whole situation was happening, when the cops were outside waiting for Winter, she was saying she was going to commit herself to a mental hospital. Beyond unstable. And then for the people saying that I was reaching, saying that kickboxing is probably code word for something else, do y'all not know that they use code words? And why would you say that? Bree said they're handling business. They're going to go kickbox real quick, and then we're going to go and do whatever we do at midnight. Just because I see deeper than you do doesn't mean that I'm reaching. Read between the lines. On a live. Okay, I'm not talking about that live.
You're not graduating. He's a big player for sure. It's YOU_RE, Mel.
You're hella. You don't even know the difference between your and your. Use the right your if you're gonna correct me. It's YOU_RE.
That's just.
Utilize hooked on phonics if you're gonna try to correct me.
Oh wait, Mel, you're a Brie. You like Brie?
That's what it's giving.
Can you tell me what? Can you tell me what you like about her?
You too old for that, Mel. You look too old.
Kick her. Don't kick her. I want to know. I want to know. I'm always looking to hear people's reasonings for liking her. And also, when you Mel, could you do a video of the reasons so that I can stitch it? Because I like doing that to people too.
Those videos make me laugh.
Okay. You don't like Brie. Okay, dang it.
Because 2K's a narcissist. And I'm so tired of people saying that, because if 2K's a narcissist, what they got to do with Winter? Even though 2K, the way 2K handles his personal romantic relationships has nothing to do with him being a father. He's the best parent for Winter. So him being a narcissist does not matter. People talking about something he wants control. When I was scrolling today, seeing how people are mad at 2K because he's mad at Bree for talking about the surgery and how he just wants to control, I'm like, none of y'all can be parents. And if you are a parent, you can't be a good mom. There's no way. Because if I were to find out that first of all, Bree shouldn't even know nothing about his medical history because he put it in the court order that he doesn't want Bree to know anything about his medical history. So the fact that she knows that he has surgery, that means that he told her that. Just like how Bree didn't tell them that 2K let her take a picture with Winter, because Bree doesn't want to make 2K look good, because she's the narcissist. So 2K is protecting his child because we didn't know that Winter had surgery. Why do we need to know that? That don't got nothing to do with us, but Bree's telling Winter's business.
Yeah, that wasn't granted.
Exactly why, and that's exactly why 2K.
That part wasn't granted though.
What part? And then look what happened. That part wasn't granted, and look what happened. Relationships bad, so what? Never want to talk about his wrongs. What does that have to do with Winter? What do his wrongs have to do with Winter? Please tell me that. Because that's what matters. Personal feelings have nothing to do with the best interest of the child. None of y'all have been to family court and it shows. None of y'all have been to family court and it's giving. Your personal feelings for someone don't got nothing to do with the best interest of the child. So whatever wrong 2K's done, let me know what is done with Winter and then I'll give you the time.
No. Hold on. Who said that? Sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
A narcissist is a good parent. Where is 2K narcissistic at?
Who said that?
So I can clock your tea real
Don't
quick.
kick them. Don't kick them. I want to know.
Let me know where he's a narcissist at so I can clock your tea.
I mean, here's the thing. Again, the two things are not mutually exclusive. So I can separate, right, and say, okay, let's remove 2K from the situation. Let's just remove him, right? Brianna is not a good person, nor is she a good parent, period. I won't even say anything good about him. She is not a good person, nor a good parent.
You can't answer my
And
question.
I've said in almost any video that I've ever made about 2K that I'm sure he's made mistakes. First of all, he's a human. Second of all, he's a man, and we ain't shit. So I'm sure he's made mistakes. Okay, so you're not really bringing anything like valid to the conversation. Hey there, little piss baby. So we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of you.
Because you're not.
Not
Because I
because you're
asked.
disagreeing, but it's because you're not giving me an example of the thing so that we can have discourse. You can't just, here's the thing that I've noticed from people who don't like him, is that they just sit in an echo chamber and repeat over and over and over. He's a narcissist, he's this, he's that. But they don't really give examples. What about him makes him a narcissist? What things has he done that you can show me? I'm all ears. I would love to hear it because I've even searched for some of the stuff that people tell me and I can't find it and they can never send me anything.
And then people talk about the fact that she had to give up custody because of the DVRO. Do you know the outstanding amount of evidence they must have for her to choose to drop a restraining order versus access to her child? Do you know how much evidence they must have had?
Also, just really quickly, a lot of people on the internet like to come on here and use words that they don't know the meaning of. Y'all hear these words and y'all place them on everyone. Bully, narcissist, sociopath, diabolical. Y'all just use words for the sake of using them because they're kind of like hot topic or like, you know, words that will like get people's attention, but you don't actually know what they are. And that's one of the reasons that like narcissistic parents and stuff, that stuff isn't taken serious, is because y'all will place that on anyone that y'all deem as a bad mom. I've never once sat up here and called Brie a narcissist. Do I think she is? Yeah. I don't sit up here and call her that because you demean the word whenever you place it on every single thing. There has to be a bright line. There's not everyone can be all of these things. But to a lot of you guys who use these terms, you don't even know what the terms mean.
I'm just saying them.
Just like a lot of you don't really understand the law. And I'm not saying a lot of y'all, and I'm directing it to the internet in general. You don't understand like the law or how things work or like the legal system. Like y'all don't, it's very strange to me how people can so boldly sit up here and be so loud and so wrong all the time. And a lot of the times it's coming from T pages.
These T pages be biased. You can tell by the comment section. Bree projects.
What'd you say? I do what? What'd you say, J Shell? I do what?
I said that the T pages. I said you could tell who the T pages that are biased by the comment sections.
Yeah, their videos are weird as fuck too. One day they love 2K, the next day they love Bree and E-Tie together, fucking crunch rap over there.
And then let's talk about
shit.
Jeffree Star real quick. I thought it was so ironic that Jeffree Star is going off on 2K at the same moment where Bree was admitting to roofing several people. So it's like, who are you really defending, Jeffree? Because if you want us to clock your tea, we can. You just now got over your
I'm making a video.
way.
I've just been waiting on the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Crunchwrap is Star Crunch. I don't know why I started calling her Crunchwrap, but it fits, and that's just what I call her now. Or Crunchy. He was gifting 2K less than a week before he went on his little tyrant. I was in the live when he did it. Let me tell you about Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star uses his money and power and influence to control men, which was something he accused James Charles of, to control men and get his way with men, especially men like 2K. And I guarantee you what happened is he thought he was going to be able to do that with 2K, and 2K said no. Because while everybody likes to make their little jabs at 2K, calling him fruity and sassy and all this shit, okay, well, I mean,
I feel bad for 2K. I really do.
A lot of y'all's mans are fruity, but I digress because a lot of them are on Grindr right now. Make me pull it up.
I feel bad for 2K. I know the stress of a custody battle, and especially with the court date being this week, I know the anxiety he has because this week gonna determine if he has winter full time. That's so scary. As a parent, that's one of the scariest moments of your life. It's like the judge, this person that you don't know, has the opportunity to rip your child away from you and take them and have them be with someone that you know is not fit, that you know is gonna put them in harm's way, but you literally can't do nothing about it. That anxiety is on a whole nother level. So all this extra ass stress that y'all are putting on 2K is not right because he's the one with winter. He's the one that has to take care of winter throughout all this. Bree is not stressed. Bree's obviously living her best life. Bree, I think, is going out tonight. She had her makeup done. Bree don't care about court. The only thing the thing with Bree in court is that Bree's not concerned about custody. She's concerned about if she's gonna go to jail or not. She don't give a damn about custody. She already has all these plans of what she's gonna do when she doesn't get custody. Yo, the week of my hearing, I was so anxious. The day of my hearing, I was like crying the whole day because I was terrified. I was so scared, but that's because I'm a parent that actually cares about the well-being of my child and wants my child. Bree don't give a damn. Bree don't care. That's why she's going to the Bahamas. That's why she's going to all this. And I think that she's making all these plans to overcompensate for the fact that hopefully she goes to jail. I think she knows that her going to jail is a real likelihood. And I pray that it happens. If it doesn't, I'm going to be so frustrated. I'm going to be really angry. She wanted 2K offered her more time and she wanted less. But people are glazing this girl. Oh, well, at least she got him gifts. Someone literally bought her a star.
She could.
She can go to jail for contempt of court. She violated the court order up and down, and up and down.
That's why the court documents I read the other day to y'all from her attorney, that's why the argument from her attorney is that, one, this whole order of 2K or of her not being able to take the baby out of Texas, she's saying that there's no standing for that because that's not what the original order was. Her claim is that a judge ordered something and then 2K didn't like it, so then he went up to the court and threw a fit and the court was like, oh, we're sorry, sir, and changed it. That's literally her fucking argument in layman's terms. So they're trying to get it thrown out basically what she did wasn't wrong because they're trying to say that court order isn't valid.
And then mind you, she was already 2 days late on the visit. She shouldn't even have had the visit. She shouldn't even have had it. She was 2 days late on the visit. And then when you do get your son, what you do, you go and kidnap him and take him to a house that's owned by freaking Danny Fitzgerald. You take him to a house with people that are addicts. Santos is a known drug addict, a known one. But yeah, you have videos of Santos holding your son. You have videos of Santos messing with your son's feet. You have videos of that's so weird and so gross.
Oh yeah, my shirt. We're lagging. That's okay because I'm going to be switching to favorited soon. If you haven't followed me on favorited already, please follow me on favorited. We're going to continue. I'm going to continue the conversation over there. I don't even think J Shell has that app.
I sure don't. But it's okay. I'm about to talk to my man. I love y'all so much. Hopefully Bree and all them go to jail. We need to figure out where Yami at. I pray that Yami's okay. Honestly, that situation with Yami is really scary because I really do think that she's not just free. If she was free, she would have showed her face. So I think that Nene and Bria need to be held accountable. I think that Ruby's a piece of shit. I think that Travis is racist. And I think that that whole house needs to go burn. That whole house needs to burn. Jaleel needs to burn for what he did to Yami. That whole house needs to just disappear and go to San Quentin already. I'm sick of them.
I agree.
There is no proof that Yami was okay. Everyone's saying that, oh, Yami's okay, but not one person has shown Yami. Not one person.
We do love the TikTok shop.
Why would they pay her to play along after the video with Jaleel? That video was real. That was not water guns. You could see his pants were hanging down. You could hear her screaming. Like, you could hear her trying. You could literally see her hands trying to stay on the door. Like,
what are we asking Alma, Adria? We don't ask Alma anything over here. No offense to anybody who likes it. Actually, all the offense. Fuck her.
Etai's racist. Bree's racist. I don't hold back shit. Excuse my language. We love TikTok shop. Jaleel literally was graping Yami. I feel no.
Shelby, is your name the same on Favorited? No, Cindy, it's so if you click the link in my bio, it's in that.